There's blood all over the bedroom. It's everywhere.
Sometimes in life, people gotta take out the trash. Please call me Red Pineapple. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
On the morning of February 23, 2022, David Christopher Nelson's sister and her husband arrived at his home, worried after days of no response to their calls or texts. Upon entering his home, they found a horrific scene, a blood-covered home, and David's lifeless body, lying on his back with abrasions, lacerations, and a slit throat. In a panic, David's brother-in-law ushered his wife outside to shield her from the scene. He called 911 to report what they had found. Within minutes, officers arrived to find David's sister in shock by their truck outside.
Hi. Okay. Just sit out here, all right?
Inside, her husband stood in the doorway, seemingly speechless from the situation.
Excuse me. Jesus Christ.
The visuals of this scene are far too graphic to be showing on this platform, but we will continue to play the audio of the body cams as we describe the scene. Upon entering, officers hear a news station on the TV.
All right. This is a serious crime scene on this one, okay?
Yep. Everybody stays out, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Although it appears David's body has been there for quite some time, the officer checks for a pulse but finds none.
You guys?
1 King 13.
1 King 13.
Cancel fire in Alina. Contact CID, CSU, and ME.
Blood is found on the walls, kitchen, bedroom, and living room floor. Fresh cigarettes litter the floor in the kitchen. David's fridge, smeared with blood, displays mementos and family photos. A large blood-stained break in the drywall suggests someone was pushed into it.
There's a hole in the wall, like someone was pushed up against the wall or something. We don't see any forced entry, but definitely a suspicious death here.
An ominous sight shows a wooden cross laying on the floor.
So he would point to the hole in the wall saying the cross maybe?
Hey, just wanted to keep you...
A small metal cross near a small chain is also found on the ground, possibly having been torn off David's neck.
Okay, let's be careful where we're separate.
Yeah, I haven't moved since I got in here yet, so he definitely got his throat cut.
We need to clear the rest of the residence, though. Make sure there's no one else in here.
Okay. Anybody here?
What the heck? What the heck?
King 13. Rest of the residence is clear.
There's blood all over the back bedroom. There's like a bloody...
Switch to channel 3 for a phone number.
It's everywhere. It's all over his bed. There's blood all in the back bedroom. It looked like he was in bed maybe to start. There's footprints all over too.
Near David's body lies a hammer, which was clearly used as the murder weapon.
They got a hammer.
You guys just want to have a seat in your car and stay warm, okay? Maybe just talk to some neighbors.
Detectives quickly got to work. Near David's body, they found a cell phone belonging to his neighbor, John Joseph Hare, known as JJ. This evidence linked JJ to the crime, raising questions about the timeline, JJ's involvement, and his current whereabouts. Clues from the cell phone led detectives to piece together the story, resulting in a 1,000-mile manhunt for the murder suspect. Through investigation, they retraced JJ's steps to develop this story. 3 days earlier, on February 20th, 2022, David had one of his two sisters over for a visit. Meanwhile, JJ and his friend Gail were out drinking. Court transcripts quoting Gail share that JJ consumed around 5 Jack and Cokes and 3 or 4 shots of schnapps. By 5 o'clock at night, they were ready to head home, with Gail hopefully driving as the designated driver. Fortunately, the pair lived in the same trailer park where David also happened to live, so the drive was short. Gail dropped JJ off and then went to his own home. Shortly after, David's sister leaves her brother's home for the night. But this wouldn't be the last time someone would see David alive. The next moments are truly known only to JJ and David. Around 9 o'clock that night, JJ entered David's home, and a fight ensued, leading to the scene described earlier. Forensics indicate the bloody struggle started in David's bedroom and moved towards the front door. The cause of the altercation is unknown, though we will discuss theories mentioned in court later. Overpowering David must not have been too difficult for JJ, who at 42 was 20 years younger and more physically fit due to his job as a maintenance worker. On the other hand, David's family and court documents share that he was a chronic alcoholic for 25 years and had undergone brain surgery, resulting in a valve being placed on his head, which had to be regularly drained. Records show David had also been hospitalized recently due to intoxication and suicidal thoughts. Likely realizing he went too far, JJ panicked and called his teenage daughters who lived. One of his daughters answers in disbelief. JJ, her absent father, says he needs help urgently. Don't let their laughter distract you. By keeping their manner relaxed, the girls were able to allow a key murder suspect to continue talking. Additionally, they listened to their gut and began recording their conversation without JJ's knowledge. These recordings would ultimately be crucial exhibits for the prosecution at trial.
Right now, please.
Okay.
It's 443. Please call the number and tell that person to come here now.
Okay.
I'm not playing. And I love you, alright?
I love you too. Do you want me to call them?
Absolutely.
What the f? Just call it. Just call it.
Her name is Heidi.
Okay.
You tell her to get here right now. You tell her it's important and to hurry up, please. I'm not playing.
Alright, I texted them.
Can you text her 911?
Alright, I did.
Look, she is going to be scared, and trust me, she's tripping. I can't talk about this. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your sister.
Well, your friend didn't answer.
Of course not. She's not a friend.
Oh.
She's someone I love.
Oh.
I'm sorry for laughing. That's so bad.
Alright, guys.
Hey, do you know how to sign?
Yeah.
Can you well, not your name, ding dong.
Oh.
Sign language.
Oh, no.
Of course not. Alright, so I'm gonna show you this, alright? That's how you say I love you.
Why does this matter, bro? I don't get it. I'm sorry, I'm so dead. I'm sorry.
So it's ILOVEY.
You missed the E.
I love you.
Sorry for laughing.
Okay, I had no clue.
I know. That's not a gang sign.
Oh god, I've never seen something like this. Of course you don't know how to sign. What?
God damn it.
Not your damn dumbass.
Don't be like me.
I won't. He knows everything but still tells me.
Due to the girls recording on Snapchat, they were limited to filming for 1 minute at a time. During a break in between recording, JJ seems to have informed them that somebody was gone, piquing their curiosity.
I know that I love you both.
Can I know who's gone?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because they're a bad person. And it's not me. Sometimes in life, people gotta take out the trash. And I want you to know I love you both, alright?
Alright.
And I'm proud of you. This is very, very important.
Okay.
God damn it.
Heidi, JJ's former lover as he described, testified in court that she had just broken up with him during that time. She explained she hadn't checked her phone while she was at work, causing a delay in her response. JJ, likely looking for urgency, called her directly and left her multiple voice messages.
Call me back, please. This is very, very important. I do need your help. Please call me. Pineapple. Red pineapple. Mayday. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Red pineapple. Keep screaming. Keep.
Received at 10:01 p.m.
When asked about JJ's code words in the messages, Heidi revealed in court that he affectionately called her Red, and they had an inside term from their relationship, pineapple. Heidi explained that pineapple was their safe word to diffuse heated arguments instead of letting them escalate. She noted it was strange he used them in a combined phrase. JJ would leave 3 more voice messages, time-stamped at 10:10, 10:11, and 10:15 of that night.
10:10 p.m.
Hey, can you call me back as soon as possible? It's pretty important. Like, right now, please. Red pineapple. Like, right now. Red pineapple. I mean this. From the bottom of my heart. Red pineapple. Please.
10:11 p.m.
operator, I swear to God, call me. What the f? I need your f***ing help right now. Call me. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Red pineapple. What the fuck, dude? Call me. I swear to God, I've got a red pineapple right here in front of me. Red f***ing pineapple.
10:15 p.m.
Hey, Red, look, I need your help. It's really important. Please call me. I don't know how to save this person. I don't know what to do for it. Damn. Heidi, this person is not doing good. Please call me. He tried to commit suicide. I don't know what to do. Yeah, you did, you bastard. Hey, please call me. This guy's fucking... What the f*** is wrong with you, dude? Why would you do that? And why would you even call me to help you? You're f***ing tripping, man. Why would you do this to yourself?
Upon hearing the last message, Heidi went to David's house unsure of what she would find. Inside, she discovered JJ shirtless and covered in blood, with David laying on the floor, beaten but alive. JJ claimed he was trying to stop David from committing suicide, but according to Heidi's testimony, David denied this accusation and exclaimed, "No, I didn't. You kicked my ass," accusing JJ of assaulting him. The voicemail JJ left for Heidi appears to support David's version of events. When prosecutors asked Heidi how JJ was handling the situation in that moment, Heidi said, quote, "He was watching me. It was a weird look, I guess. I don't really necessarily know how to describe it, but it was like he was watching my reaction or something. I don't know how to put it into words, I should say." Heidi recounted that after giving David a glass of water, she accidentally stepped on a hammer. Realizing the gravity of the situation, she grabbed her jacket and at a steadily increased pace, walked out the door and then ran to her car, only for JJ to chase after her. Having hit the unlock button on her key fob too many times, JJ invited himself into the passenger seat of her vehicle. Feeling trapped, she drove JJ to his home out of fear for her safety. Upon arrival, JJ refused to leave the car until Heidi turned it off and got out herself. JJ asked Heidi to help clean off his blood, but she declined. Intimidated, she started the shower for him. During these moments, JJ muttered, "Pedophile," possibly trying to justify his actions against David, although no evidence supported such accusations. While JJ was in the shower, Heidi tried to leave, but he jumped out of the shower soaking wet and barred her from leaving. She explained she was only getting water from the kitchen and convinced JJ she was not trying to escape. When JJ returned to the shower, Heidi seized the chance to flee to her car. As she left, she shares in court testimony that she saw JJ standing in his doorway, watching her drive off. While driving away, Heidi received a call from her boyfriend Jason. She told him about the incident and expressed fear that JJ knew where she lived. Jason arranged for them to stay at a friend's house that night to avoid JJ. Unfortunately, Heidi did not call 911 that night. In testimony, she said she was too scared to do so, and so for the following days, it would appear that no one, outside of whoever else JJ may have informed, knew about David laying on the floor of his home. The next day, after failing to get in contact with Heidi, JJ met with an estranged mother of his child in Minnesota. To be clear, this is a different estranged woman than the one who lives with his teenage daughters in Nevada. In court transcripts, she shares that she met up with him after he lied about needing to go to the hospital under the guise of chest pains. He was apparently in an emotionally distraught state, and she was under the impression a suicide was involved, and was not aware of what JJ had actually done. JJ, his baby mama, and their toddler-aged daughter all ate at a local pizza joint named Sammy's before she dropped him off. It would appear he spent the day without informing anyone else about David. Shortly after, JJ fled over 1,200 miles away from the crime scene to Nevada. He called his ex-girlfriend, the one who is the mother of his teenage daughters who lived in Las Vegas, asking for a pickup at the airport. Due to a long-standing estrangement of roughly 6 years and a recent dispute with one of their daughters, she is quoted in transcripts telling him, "Abso-effing-lutely not." JJ then reportedly called an immediate family member in Las Vegas for transportation, surprising them with his sudden arrival. In a surprising move, JJ inadvertently helped police locate him by bringing a second phone registered in his name with him to Las Vegas. Despite this, he tried to avoid detection by asking strangers to use their phones to contact family. Court transcripts reveal JJ's attempts to reach out to Heidi at this time, where he expressed a desire to marry her. In one of JJ's attempts to contact family by bothering individuals at a Walmart, police were called. When police approached, JJ fled out the back of the store and spent the night in the desert to evade capture. The next day, while trying to use another person's phone at a convenience store, police were called again, and they successfully apprehended him. After his arrest, JJ expressed frustration with the accusations and charges against him. While in Nevada custody, he is visited by homicide detectives from Anoka County, Minnesota.
How you doing here? You treating all right? Yeah, I'm just freaking out, man. This whole thing sucks. We want to talk to you about why you're here and stuff, okay? I only came out here for family. Okay. All right. That sounds good. Think you have an idea what's going on a little bit? Yeah, we tried got a warrant for attempted murder. Or murder. Before I ask you any questions, I have to review your rights. I want to talk to a lawyer, though. You don't want to talk to us? I'll talk to you guys, but I want to talk to a lawyer. Okay. All right. I won't ask any questions then at all. We're done if you want to talk to us. Absolutely. You guys didn't have to appoint me one. Well, that's up to Knight County Jail. Okay. Yeah, we better do it. I mean, I want to give you guys a statement so that you guys know what the hell's going on because I think you guys are being fed a bunch of crap, but anyhow. Okay. All right, fair enough.
If you want to reach out to us or something, I'll leave you this card.
Yeah, if you got an attorney or something that you're working on, then there's my card. Do you guys have an attorney that I can talk to? I mean, I'm going back to Nova, right? I don't know anything about that. I'm just who are you guys anyways? We're just a couple of detectives that are you guys homicide detectives? Well, yeah, we work in Anoka County. We do all three of you? We do all sorts of different investigations. We do everything. Yeah, and I'm catching wind that my ex-girlfriend is running around and talking pretty bad. Don't let that woman out of your sight. Give you that. I can give you that much. So, all right, I guess we're done here, guys.
Despite officers informing him they couldn't question him about the case without his attorney present, as he previously requested, nothing is stopping them from keeping quiet and letting JJ fill the silence with his pleas and potentially vital information.
Glad you just have a seat right there from me, sir. I didn't do what being accused of what's being said about me, I guess.
Well, right now what we're here to do is we're here to execute a search warrant. Sure. So we've got a judge that signed off on that. So
we're just asking.
Yeah, we're just looking for your cooperation on that.
Yeah, man. Whatever you want from me, I'll give to you.
Yeah, and then
I have one question, sir. I don't mean to interrupt you. How is his family? Dave's my friend.
Yeah, right. Well,
he has two sisters, and how are they?
Yeah, so here's the deal, man. You said that you wanted a lawyer present with you while speaking with us. So because of that, I don't even want to discuss the case with you because I don't want to inadvertently ask you any questions without having a legal representation.
I don't even know how this works, man, and I don't mean to interrupt you, sir, with all due respect. I don't know how any of this stuff works. I've never been accused of murder. I've never been involved in any kind of thing like this. And most importantly, especially as one of my friends. What do I have to do to clear my name, and what needs to happen? This is the most scariest thing I've ever been through in my entire life. And I don't know what to say or what to do. I've watched murder shows. The last person I'm going to hurt is the one person I have as a freaking friend in my mobile home park. But what do I have to do?
Well, like I said, you asked for an attorney. I mean,
can I unask?
If you want to waive your right to counsel and speak with me, then I just need to make sure that you fully understand what your rights are.
I just want to tell you that when I knocked on Dave's door and Dave said to me, and Dave was freaking alive, he was bleeding, and I think the old man fell and hit his head. We drink vodka, we drink a bunch, but he's hit his head more than one time drinking with me. He'll fall and hit his head and get f***ed up. I'm afraid of exactly what's going on right now. The mobile home park manager hates my guts. I can't even call the police. He's got me underneath such a tight freaking restriction that I don't even know what the fuck's going on. He's got this on camera. I'm serious, man. When I went there, he was bleeding. I tried picking the man up. I tried picking up Dave. He was on the ground, leaning against his refrigerator. I'm like, Dave, come on, man. Don't do this to me, buddy. Don't fucking die on me, man. They're not going to complain. They're going to trip on me, dude. I tried helping. I asked him, let me call 911, dude. What do you want me to do? He said, let me put me in my bed. Put me in my bed. I'm like, Dave, I can't lay you down. You're going to die, buddy. He's the only friend I got. That old man saved my life, dude. He came to my house on December 30th and he found me. I had a heart attack. And he brought me some blood pressure medication because I was on the verge of having a stroke. I was going through an alcohol detox. And Dave kind of walked me through it. He's been more of a mentor in AA. I feel horrible because I should have called 911 and it's my fault because I didn't. I was scared. I didn't know what to do, man. I panicked. I'd never seen anything like that before in my entire life. I got a bruise right here from holding up. And like, Dave, come on, man, fucking die on me, dude. We have the same birthday. I called him the old man and I was scared to call 911. Bastard at the trailer park, man. Paul. That manager's giving me so much shit. He's got me and he's underneath such a fucking realm. My case has been so rattled from that man. He has harassed me since day one. I can't have any communication with police. Every time I turn around, that man's trying to take my home. Him and the person I used to work for, Steve from Old Maintenance. How are his sisters? Huh?
I told you, man, I can't talk about the case.
I don't know what to say, man.
I need to
Do whatever you guys want.
Well, we're here not to question about anything. We're here because we have a search warrant for your DNA. It's not sit up. And if you want to talk about this stuff, then what we can do is we can set up an interview. There's some legal things that you have to go through, like on making sure that you understand your rights.
I just knew exactly what happened and I wanted to cooperate 100%, you know?
So, John, we gotta serve this warrant real quick.
Sure.
We're still right here, you're trying to jump all the way to the end. Let us get through this step first, and then we can talk about the step afterwards.
I should have called 911, but I was scared. I was afraid of having contact with police. Because I did this. Paul's painting me out to be a monster.
John, this is a return of service, okay? This is basically a receipt of all the stuff that we did today. So we took a DNA buckle swab from you. We took photos of you, and we took your property. Property is the list that you came in with.
I just want to make a phone call.
I know, listen.
That's what I've been asking all day long.
John,
Kicking the balls here.
John, the warrant allows us to take the property.
I understand it.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
I've been super about everything, you know. I'm just right now. I need my family more than anything.
I know, John, have I been anything but respectful to you?
No, and vice versa.
In fact, I've been very patient explaining everything to you, right?
Vice versa, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is what I'm here for is for the warrant. So I'm explaining to you just to make it completely clear, because the tech thought she heard you say that we're not taking your property till you talk to an attorney. And I'm explaining to you that the warrant allows me to take the property because I have a warrant from the
She
judge.
wants me to sign off on my property so you guys can take it away.
John, I just wanted to explain to you just so that way you understood. If you're saying like, no, I'm not just giving it to you, I get that. I understand that, okay? Can you hold that for me, please? Okay. It's gonna be set right there.
In court, JJ's defense team argued that David had a history of alcoholism and suicidal ideations, with court documents citing recent medical instances of being held for those issues. They pointed out family admissions of keeping David in his home using their trust fund due to his alcoholism, which hindered his employment after losing his license from a DUI. Family members described David as, quote, it-faced, and that he grows bigger balls while drinking, although he put efforts towards sobriety on and off. All of this was exacerbated by a brain aneurysm requiring surgery and a valve implant that had to be monitored. However, family and close associates of David testified he was not seen as violent and did not initiate physical altercations when drunk, although he was known to be verbally confrontational and cocky. Heidi mentioned a parking dispute involving JJ, David, and the trailer park management, which she quickly resolved by escorting David away from JJ's home. This small altercation might have been a ripple in larger disputes held between JJ and David, but what the fight was over specifically may never be known. On top of that, no alcohol was found at David's residence, suggesting he may not have been drinking before his death. The autopsy, conducted more than 2 days after his death, couldn't definitively determine his alcohol consumption. In contrast, court records revealed JJ had a history of violence and crime, including domestic abuse and theft. Witnesses testified he had at least 8 or 9 drinks on the night in question, strengthening the state's case against him. For this case, JJ, or John Joseph Hare, was charged and found guilty of both second-degree murder with intent, not premeditated, and second-degree murder without intent while committing a felony. His total sentence amounts to 32 years and 7 months in prison, with 419 days of jail credit applied. He must also pay back restitution to David's family through prison wages, totaling roughly $4,000. Under Minnesota law, if JJ follows through with good behavior, behavior, he may only have to serve 2/3 of his sentence, or roughly 21 years and 9 months before his release. In this case, he would be released around 2044, at 64 years of age, which is just 2 years older than David at the time of his death.